It is currently Wednesday, January 21st, 2026 at about 7:39 p.m. And I am making this video, as you've seen by the title, and by the time you see this will probably be after the date, but if you've seen recently, if you're into the whole smart home automation, smart home stuff, you would have probably heard, and if you own this brand that I'm just about to talk about, you would have gotten an email saying that Belkin, WeMo, these guys, that's the wrong side, Belkin WeMo is ending support at the end of the month. Now, Belkin WeMo came out in around 2011, and it was probably one of not the first, but pretty close to one of the first, like, somewhat mainstream, one of the early founders of smart home, the Internet of Things, smart home technology. And, well, me and my dad have been Belkin WeMo users probably from the start. My first device, I believe, was this guy right here, this Belkin WeMo slash on-scram Lightify Flex RGB starter set. Came with a light strip and the WeMo link. An on-scram Lightify, like Zigbee RGBW light strip, and the WeMo link, which it talked to. Of course, WeMo had their bulbs and there was these other stuff. So that was, I think this one was my first ever Belkin WeMo device. I got this for Christmas one year, probably around 2011 or 2012. And then my dad bought, and then they came out with these. These are the WeMo Light Switches, the version 1, that they came out around in, like, shortly after that, 2011, 2012, 2013 maybe. And my dad has bought a few of these over the years. This is one of them. Well, I have it now because he bought one of these around then, and then he bought 2 more. And then when they came out with the Wemo Dimmer, which the original Wemo Dimmer, he bought that one too. Well, he bought one for me and then bought one for himself. And it's a bit of a, I guess, not really a sad time, but, you know, this is stuff that happens, you know. Companies can't keep running stuff. And of course there is some options of trying to revive these devices, which basically what is happening by the end of support is that all of the cloud stuff is not going to be working anymore. It sounds like, well, based on what their email reads that they sent out to everyone, me and my dad both got it, of course, but I don't know if this is framed well. I'm filming on the Canon Vixia. I have not filmed on this camcorder in a long time, but I wanted to switch it up. And you're also right next to the furnace, so this video may be a little bit iffy on this part, but basically the Belkin WeMo app is gonna stop working, and we'll show you to it. This is the Belkin WeMo app. So there's all my devices. This one. These two are the two. I have 3 of these the WeMo Light Switches, which I got from my dad. This one up here is the Wemo Dimmer, the V1 dimmer, the first version. And so is this one. This is the one that my dad gave me. This is the one I've had for years. And then these two right here are the WeMo switches, like the original big WeMo smart plugs. They're like this big. I'll try and if I can see if I can pull the photo up. But they look like this guy. Just this big thing. So those I got after this one. And then I got the dimmer. And then at the same time Dad got 3 of these WeMo Light Switches. So I used to use WeMo here at the house, like when I first got the plugs. I used them here at my house. Well, not this house, it was the old house. But I took them to my dad's and I kind of used them there. And then I got this when I was at Christmas at my dad's, so I kind of used it. I left it there. But I kind of just like stopped using it years ago, so I brought it back home. And so basically, like the app's shutting down, the third-party cloud integrations are shutting down. That meaning like Google Assistant is not going to work. I'm pointing to you can't even see it. The Google Assistant, because that's my Google Home Mini right there, that little gray thing beside the outlet there. Amazon Alexa is not going to work. Like third-party integrations are not going to work. HomeKit is still going to work though. So basically what this means for your different devices is that if they're like straight Wi-Fi only, those ones are probably not going to work anymore. Well, I'm recording this in advance because I actually want to see what actually happens. So these 2 other WeMo switches I've actually installed here in the basement of the new house. They'll probably come back out if they stop working, but I want to just use them for now. Actually, one of them is literally right over there doing this light. I can show you. That's another light switch on the fluorescent light back there. This one here. But if you have a device that has like these dimmers that I have, if the WeMos are Wi-Fi and HomeKit, the HomeKit ones will still work, supposedly. And actually I have actually experienced that in the past where I had some iHome smart plugs. I think they're like the ISP5s, I think they were. I still have them. The iHome smart app that shut down a few years ago, and I think I'm still using those plugs to this day just through Apple Homekit. But so if I can still use the dimmers, then that'll be fine. Because honestly, I use Google Home and Apple HomeKit, Google Assistant and Apple HomeKit interchangeably. I use them both. A lot of times I use Apple HomeKit for like just turning stuff on and off with my phone because it's easy to, in the iPhone's menu, just swipe down and then all my devices are just right here. But and if of course they're the new Matter protocol, obviously that'll still work because Matter works with everything. when I was at my dad's for Christmas, we went through and replaced these 3 switches in the dimmer. He bought TP-Link Casa smart switches, the Matter smart switches, and a TP-Link Casa 3-way dimmer kit and TP-Link Casa Matter enabled single pole, like they're smart dimmers. I recommended those to him because I have TP-Link products. I have these TP-Link smart plugs, these HS103s, and then next to it I have that black box back there is a TP-Link KP400 smart Wi-Fi outlet. Using it there because that one is nice. I did a review on it. It has dual like outlets. They're separately controlled. So one, I have my little Cooper fluorescent light on the table plugged into one outlet, and then these C7s up here are on the other plug. And then I've got an HS103 there, and then another one that's just right here for this light. So I have, like I said, I have 3 of these switches. This one is the only one that I didn't install, but I've installed this one right here, and there's one in my like dark room, that other storage room in the basement. That one I installed first. You saw it in, I believe, vlog 21. I talked about it, or maybe it was vlog 22. I'm not really too sure. And then this one I just installed right there, I think just the other night. And then this afternoon, I installed the dimmer up in, I'll include it, kind of recorded a video for a different video that's now scrapped, but I installed the WeMo dimmer up in the kitchen, controlling our light over the table. And the other WeMo dimmer, my one that I've had for, it's been in my room installed for years, is the other WeMo dimmer, my first one. This one I got from my dad is my second one. Actually, it's like just literally like up there, I think, unless I'm completely at the lunch of where the kitchen is. No, it's literally just up there. So that one's still installed in my dad's. I left it for now, although we do have a replacement Casa in case it stops working, but I think the HomeKit should still work. And if that keeps working, then honestly I'm just going to leave it because, as long as I have app control with the Apple Home app, and I have voice control with Siri, which honestly, those iHome smart plugs are like that anyways, so. And then as for my Belkin WeMo switches, the smart plugs, I might just have to be a little bit strategic with the iHome ones and just replace them with the iHome ones, I think. Just take the Belkin WeMos out and put the iHome ones in their place. But I'm kind of recording this video right now, or this part right now, in advance, and we shall see at the end of the month, on January 31st, 2026, what actually happens, because right now it's the 21st. I've read some things online about stuff stopped working for people, but as for right now, everything's still working for me. Like, as you saw, my app still works. The voice control still works for Google and Siri. Hey Google, turn off main fluorescent light. Hey Google, turn on main fluorescent light. And if the dimmer quits working here, I have another smart dimmer to replace it. The one that's in there I'll probably just take out because I don't really need a smart switch in there. It's just one that I kind of just put in there, again, for experimentation wise of seeing what would happen. But if it quits working, the app, well, the app will quit working and all the smart stuff. It'll still be a light switch, like you can still push it, hopefully. And then this one, if I don't mind actually having the smart switch in this for this light, so I have another switch, smart switch that can go there, or again I'll just put the regular light switch back in the switch over here. Actually, let me show you it. Right here. This is not the plate to this switch. I got all 4 of them without plates. So that plate is actually from this. This is my Genie tap and dim smart dimmer. I had the Wemo dimmer on this my light here, but since I installed the Wemo dimmer in the kitchen upstairs, I just put this in its place. And if that Wemo quits working, I'll just put this Genie in its place up there. And then this one, I'll probably put my Wise Wi-Fi smart switch, this one right here. And then here's the other Wemo. This is the first one I put in. If this one, like if the app quits working, I'll just take this one out entirely and put the regular toggle switch back in. But yeah, so kind of, was that framed correctly? Is this even in frame? Is it going to focus? There's a lot of light behind me, so I don't know if this was even in focus. I hope it was, or if this is like framed well. So yeah, sad times, I guess. One of the smart home companies that I've actively used for, well, kind of, because most of it was at my dad's, but when I was there, the Wemos worked good for me. They were a little unreliable for my dad though, because I remember these switches, he'd say like they'd go offline sometimes, but for me everything's been, like when I used this stuff, my Wemo stuff at my dad's, it was working just fine for me. It's worked fine for the ones I just temporarily installed, and well, these two will be temporary. If they stop working, the app stops working. Well, again, we'll see at the end of the month. So, I don't know if I'm gonna continue on with this video or make a new one at the end of the month, but I will see you again at the end of the month, and we will see what exactly happens when Belkin Wemo shuts down. And this is kind of a thing to face, that all of this smart home stuff, you know, like this can happen with this Internet of Things stuff. Companies can go bankrupt or shut down, or just kill stuff and make us forced to upgrade, which is, you know, like, but and I kind of, you know, Belkin Wemo was a good, like again, to me, it was a good company. Their devices worked good, their app worked pretty good, and it was kind of just a shock, I guess, to see that they're basically shutting down Belkin. Obviously, like, the whole Belkin company as a whole is still active because they're still making like phone chargers and screen protectors, but the little Belkin Wemo subdivision of their company, that's getting cut at the end of the month. So Yeah, we shall see what happens. So, yep, we will see you at the end of the month. Okay, so it's the 27th of January. A few more days before the end of WeMo. The end of support from Belkin for Belkin WeMo. Everything seems to be working fine. Everything's working fine for me still. My apps work, my devices are still working. Google works. Hey Google, turn off main fluorescent light. I don't know why that turned off the workbench one. Hey Google, turn on main fluorescent light. Well, this one's called main workbench light, so I can see why Google got confused. Yeah, the Belkin WeMo app is still working. I did actually just a few minutes ago, I pulled out the WeMo that was in the room over here because I have installed this Lutron Maestro occupancy sensor switch. I installed this a few days ago up in the bathroom up there. The bathroom, the half bath up there / laundry. Because we had it in the laundry room at the old house. That worked beautifully. But because that's a bath, well, the laundry, that is a laundry, but the bathroom's there as well. And sometimes sometimes the just having the motion sensor wasn't great, especially if we were using the bathroom like late at night and we didn't want the lights in there coming on. So I just took out the regular, so I put back in the regular switch that was in there, and I pulled the WeMo from here and I put the Lutron in its place because this makes more sense, because this is literally the only either here or for where the other WeMo is in there for the fluorescent light. But I think I'm gonna leave it here because this is a good spot for it, because you're walking in, you're grabbing something, you're walking out. It's just a storage room, so all kind of, it's a weird, yeah, it's a storage room really. Yeah, so WeMo is here, or WeMo I pulled out from here. I just removed it off the app completely because might as well do that. I didn't factory reset it though, but they sent a new email out just a couple of days ago saying, yeah, app's going offline, the remote access is going offline, third-party support's going offline. The only stuff that's still going to work is HomeKit or Matter. The devices that have HomeKit or Matter. But they're only going to be like local control. So, which is fine because if I can have at least a HomeKit smart dimmer on the kitchen light upstairs, that'll be plenty fine for me. This one, I can either go back to the regular toggle, or I got my Wise smart switch I could put in this one, then replace that one if it quits working, which it probably will based on if the app's all offline, then well, there goes the app, and they say third party, so no Google, so yeah, I might as well just do that. But I'll leave this one here. And of course, the dimmer, if the dimmer sounds like it's going to continue to work, so that one will stay there. Anyway, we shall see on the 31st what actually happens. See you then.
Alright, so it's currently the 30th, and this is the recent development. The Wemo dimmer I have here installed at the house has gone offline. Well, according to Wemo, it does actually still work. It works through HomeKit still, but according to Wemo, the dimmer is offline. And as you can see, if I open up my Google app, go away. That's the wrong one. As you can see, it says that it is offline. But you just saw my ones at my dad's. Apparently, are all still online because you can see they are working. Well, they're not saying they're offline. The WeMo Light Switch is still functioning, and same in the Google app. It is still functioning. So that's kind of an interesting development. The dimmer has gone offline. So, the one dimmer, my dimmer here, my Wemo dimmer here has gone offline. So, guess we'll see tomorrow what happens if the light switch stops working. So we'll see you tomorrow.
Okay, it's currently Saturday, January 31st, 2026 at 11:59 a.m. And supposedly today is the day that Belkin Wemo is going out of support. Well, watch this. That's the wrong one. Hey Google, turn off the lights.
7 out of 8 lights off.
Hey Google, turn on the lights.
7 out of 8 lights off.
Hey Google, turn off lamp 1. Hey Google, turn off lamp 2. Hey Google, turn off main fluorescent light.
8 lights off.
Hey Google. Hey Google, turn off main fluorescent light. Wemo ended support on January 31st. So it's ended support, but clearly somehow the servers are still working, because clearly everything seems to be working. The dimmer still appears offline though, but it is still working through Apple Homekit. So that was just it's appearing offline in the WeMo app. I don't know why it's saying. You can see my app's kind of glitchy though. while it's doing that. But this is dimmer switch, but if it's because I removed it from the WeMo app, and then last night I was checking on it again, and it said, you know, you have devices that are linked to your account but not on the app. And I had to actually factory reset these two right here, and they all came back. But for some reason, I'm just gonna hide it. Yeah. So the dimmer is not working in the WeMo app, nor the Google Home app, but the WeMo Light Switches. Well, the dimmer that's here, my one in my room at my dad's, is clearly still working because I can turn it on and off and dim it. It's clearly doing that without a fuss. So those are my switches. So yeah, right now everything still appears to be working for me. Only thing that's happened is that dimmer has appeared offline for at least in the WeMo. WeMo thinks it's offline, but it's still on the Wi-Fi, and it is still Apple Homekit. It's controlled through Apple Homekit. That's kind of funny. Well, it's still being controlled through Apple HomeKit, but these Wi-Fi only older WeMo's light switches, like clearly, and it's pretty responsive too. So this begs the question: what do they actually mean by end of support? Like, do they mean actually like technical support? Do they just keep it, or this clearly the servers? Oh, that's the wrong one. I mean, clearly the servers are still working, because I can still do that. So I guess we'll just, this will be again an ongoing thing. So I guess I will, like, maybe I'll install these two as well or something. Could definitely keep this one installed and just see how long the Wi-Fi works on it, how long the smart portion of it works on it. And we'll keep just rocking this, because clearly it's the 31st. It's clearly still working. So the only thing that doesn't work is, well, supposedly doesn't work. Oh, now it's disappeared off my home app. Where did it go? Damn it. Well, I might have just removed it off my app. I didn't click remove. I don't know. So if you click on it, it has, I don't know if I removed it. I must have removed it. But I like I said, I reset these two, so hopefully maybe I should just be able to set it back up again, but yeah, we'll see. This will be an ongoing thing, I guess. Ongoing experiment. See how long these guys actually keep working for. But so far I'm gonna keep rocking them, keep reusing them, because clearly it's still working. So yep, that's gonna be about it. So about it for right now. This might be the end of the video. Well, we'll see if I can get the dimmers reset up, and then, because I might have just removed it off the app by accident, but we'll see. So that'll be it for now, I think. Hopefully it should be. I'll see if I can get that, what happens with the dimmer. See if I must have accidentally removed it off the app. If I was able to add these two back, Should be able to add the dimmer back, so we'll see. Alright. Okay, so I did some finagling, somehow got it back online. So I'll show you. Now there's clearly a bit of a noticeable delay, but this isn't instantaneous. Once again, it is the 31st, and everything appears to still be working. Clearly the servers are still working, so maybe it's just ending support and you just can't get support from these things. But on the day where they said everything, that's better. On the day that they said everything was gonna stop working, clearly everything's, well, at least for me, and I'm in Canada. I live in Saskatchewan, Canada, so clearly, if that makes any difference, but clearly everything's working for me. Hey Google, turn off main fluorescent light. Hey Google. Hey Google, turn on main fluorescent light. So basically, I'm gonna end this video off here, but this is the end of Belkin WeMo support, I guess. This might be a continued series of, I'm just gonna keep rocking, just keep using these WeMos because clearly they're still working, so until they actually fully stop working. And we'll see how long that goes on for. So this will be a multi-part series, I guess. So this is gonna be part 1, I guess. So thank you guys for watching. Comment, like, and subscribe, and we shall see you in the next one. Bye.